Greetings viewers, it's Sensei Paul here making this video on kicking. Now when you kick, you need to use exactly the same inner coordination and inner directed force as you would when you punch. So when you kick, make sure that you marshal up all your strength and utilize earth energy and the power of the planet as well as your inner strength. All strength comes from the planet, the hara, and you can even add other aspects from other martial forms. Now, I'm wearing a gi, but in certain kung fu forms, the shoulders and the elbows also make power. So if you want to really drive your leg or your fist forward with ultimate force, you want to marshal up as much strength and power as you can. Now, the same techniques apply with kicking. When you kick, you must make sure that you marshal up the energy from the planet, plus drive your leg forward using your entire hip. Boom! So, when you kick, visualize your enemy. Either have your hands open like this or in closed fists. I would recommend beginners always keep your hands in closed fists, because if a kick is coming and you're not very good at blocking with an open hand, then the most common injury in kung fu schools and karate schools and kickboxing schools, schools of karate that don't use gloves, really hardcore ones like kaikashin schools, if open hands are used, fingers bend back and you're going to end up with a very painful hand for weeks on end. So I would suggest keeping your hands in closed fists, and of course keep your guard up as you're kicking. Lift your knee and then kick. Now I'm just talking about one type of kick. Practice every single kick, lifting your knee up first so as to understand the hidden power behind the technique, and understand that we are always thinking about where our enemy is. If they're close, we will use a knee. If they're further on, we will need to really project ourselves out and kick. And if they're in projectile range, that means throwing something, well, so be it. But what I'm trying to say is that if you are only practicing a kick and not understanding the other aspects of the technique, like the knee, of course it looks like karate and kung fu do not use knees and do not use elbows and other types of strike. We do, but many dojos don't practice because knees and elbows really hurt. So we need to think whether we're just doing this as a sport or we are using our training in realistic combat. Leave a comment, share this, like this, if you genuinely do, and send it around to any and all people who you think will benefit from these videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.